Before today's video starts, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Tackroom Trading who've sponsored this video. If you've never heard of Tackroom Trading, make note, Tackroom Trading is the equestrian online marketplace where you can sell all your second-hand horsing items and get some cash for them. Not only that, you can list horses and ponies for sale as well, and it's just a general place where you can post adverts for your business, or if you've got any services, equestrian services, whether you're a groom, you can list your adverts there as well. But also it's a great place to list events. So if you're holding a sponsored ride or a local event, whether it be dressage, show jumping, combined training, this is the place to go for basically everything equestrian. Now, as you can tell by the title, today, shock horror, we are moving stables. I can't wait to get into this one, but I need to have a serious rummage because there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be leaving here at my parents' current stables, and there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be listing for sale because I've just collected items over the years that I no longer use, and it's also a great way to get some cash to help pay towards the bills. So just a few items I've found that I'm going to be listing. This bobble hat, didn't even know I owned this, but I never use it, so I'll be listing this on my account for a couple of quid. Just know, guys, you can also create a free account, so you don't have to worry about signing up to something that you're going to have to pay for. But for those of you who do want to go that little extra mile with Tackroom Trading, you can pay for a premium extra account, which is going to give you lots of exclusive deals throughout the year that you will receive via email. So yeah, lots of exciting things going on with Tackroom Trading. They are newly established. If you haven't heard of them, don't worry. This is me telling you about them. Back to it, I'm also going to be listing this fly mask, which I don't think I've used this in donkey's years. I'll probably list that for a couple of quid as well. Got this training aid, which I no longer use with Vossi, so I'll be listing that as well, probably for a £5. So without further ado, let's get to it. Good morning, rise and shine everybody. So I hope you're doing well. The news has already been leaked by myself, which I mean doesn't mean leaked. The news has already been spilt on Instagram that I have come to the decision to move Vossi due to obviously not having an arena at home and the challenges, which are many, of not having an arena at home, right? And for those of you who have an arena and, you know, have never experienced not having one, you will never know the true feeling of the struggles of not having an arena. I can't, at the minute, just to put it into perspective, at the minute, I am literally boxing Vossi up twice a week, driving between 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic to go to an arena hire, setting up jumps, having my session, putting fences away, you know, having to untack him, load him back up and drive that other 20-30 minutes to get back home again twice a week. And I've been doing that for over a year. Because obviously in summer there are challenges with the ground being hard, and then in winter there are challenges because the ground gets really, really muddy and slippy. Anyway, today we're actually moving him to the new yard. It's come around so quickly. Honestly, I didn't expect to find somewhere. I really didn't, and I spent a lot of time online researching places within the area, and I had lost hope at this point. I was like, I'm literally not going to find anywhere that I can afford, because round by me, just outside, you know, London, literally you can get into central London 30 minutes from me, you know, the prices are like, I'm not joking, 2 yards by me are £1,400 a month to keep your horse there. I'm sorry, yeah, that's my mortgage. I don't have a spare £1,400 to go bin on, you know, my horse care. So it was a challenge trying to find somewhere that, you know, obviously fit my needs, because as you guys know, I've been to a few yards and there have been so many challenges with finding the right yard as well. Like, first of all, are the yard owners nice? Like, are they level-headed? equestrians themselves that understand horses' needs and understand the basics, like harrowing an arena is essential, small things like that are willing to help if something on the yard sort of breaks, or if you've got an issue, are they willing to help? Just there is a lot to it. And in the past I've had issue after issue after issue, and I went to go view this yard yesterday and I spoke to the lady on the phone. I just had a quick Google and I just got her number on Google, and I gave her a phone, and it sounded absolutely lovely. She was willing for me to come view the yard within 20 minutes of me phoning. Bear in mind, I didn't even see this place advertised, and this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a place that was not advertised because it was so in demand, and people loved it there. And that's the thing, these yards that people genuinely love aren't advertised because they don't need to advertise. So anyway, especially if they're at a good price, do you know what I mean? Like, yards that are really expensive and find it hard to keep clients are the ones that you regularly see advertised, and they're the ones that I tend to avoid. There's a lot to it. Not to mention that yards around by me are also frequently shutting down too, because of business rates and the cost of living going up, and etc, etc, etc. So anyway, I went to go view this yard yesterday. I brought mum along with me as well, and I am not joking, I just instantly fell in love with it, just instantly. And I've seen a few yards in my time. It's just absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm hitting every single red light. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful 40x40 outdoor arena. They've even got a lunge pen, which is amazing because I love lunging and free schooling Vossi. He's got his own individual paddock. I thought that was a horse then that was there, but anyway, it's not, it's a dog. He's got a lovely 12x12 stable, lots of horses there to keep him, entertained so he doesn't get bored on his own. What else? That was it. The one thing that stood out to me was, as I was going around the yard, all the lovely liveries were like, the lady was introducing me to some of the liveries, and they were like, oh my god, I could not get here quick enough. It is the loveliest yard you will ever come to. And that stood out to me because not any other yard I've ever been to had I had at least 3 people, 3 existing liveries, tell me it was the best thing they ever did moving to this yard. So I just feel incredibly reassured that this is definitely the right decision for myself and Vossi, whilst I cannot ride him more than once or twice a week at the minute. I'm also going to have massive amounts of stress alleviated from me because I don't have to box up to exercise him, which is a huge bonus. So yeah, today we are literally making the move. So I'm heading to my parents' yard now. Quite a lot of you are probably thinking, how's my mum about that? Because obviously Ozzy's there. She's absolutely fine with it, and to be honest with you, like, Ozzy is okay on his own. He's not like a really stressy horse at all. He sort of adapts really well. Obviously it's going to be, a change for them both because, they've been together for almost 2 years, so it's naturally going to be a little bit kind of stressful to start with, but it always is when you move horses, right? So mum, has been really supportive. Anyway, today we're going to, this morning, I'm just heading to my parents' stables now because I need to pack up some of my stuff, obviously. Storage is a little tight at this yard, so what I'm going to do is, because I have an abundance of things, I'm going to keep the majority of my stuff at my existing storage room at my parents' house, and then whenever I sort of need to come for like a change of rugs or anything like that, say like change of season, like moving from summer to winter rugs, I'll just come and change them over. But for now, I'm actually going to pack up some of my stuff, like, small things like a rug holder to put outside my stable. I need to take a few bags of shavings because I'm going to go set up his stable. I need to obviously muck out where he is at the minute. I need to take his hay forager. Just basically this morning is all about setting up the stable and getting my stuff moved, and then this evening I'm going to move Vossi there, and hopefully, depending on how exhausted I am or if I'm not exhausted, we can go for a ride in the arena, which is brilliant, So yeah, I'm really, really excited for it. I'm not gonna lie, I was really anxious last night about sort of moving day, and I hope Vossi's gonna settle, because I've had issues at yards before where he's just gone out in the field and just been an absolute nightmare in terms of just galloping around and injuring himself or losing a shoe, and I really don't want that. And at the moment he's only going out for 2-3 hours, and when he goes out here, I think he's going to be going out from like 8 until I come up in the afternoon, and I'll probably be making my journeys at around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, I've got my Reolink cameras, thank God, so I'm going to be putting a camera up in his stable, and hopefully, if I can, I'm going to pop a camera up in his paddock if there's any way for me to do so, just so I can keep an eye on him, just because he's such a stress head. And if I can keep an eye on him, it will make me feel a lot better. And because it's only 10 minutes down the road from my house, which is another bonus, I can literally just pop in the car and drive down if I need to be there. There's also a lovely lady there that works there and does services, so he is on DIY, but if I want services like rug changes or feeding or exercise or anything like that, I just pay on top. So it all sounds great. But anyway, I've just arrived at the yard. I've been talking for a whole 10 minutes to the yard, good timing. And yeah, I'll bring you guys along for everything. So here we have a bundle of stuff that I have got ready to take with me. I've got obviously my feed bins with his feed in, supplements. I've got his wash bucket with all my washing stuff in. I'm going to take a couple of pads. As I said, I'm going to leave quite a lot of stuff here. Grooming kit, obviously. First aid, obviously. Chest of drawers I'm going to keep outside the stable for my go-to bits, like my overreach boots and my normal tendon fetlock boots for riding in. And obviously his night rugs, and he's wearing his fly stuff at the moment out in the field. Hi, boss! Pack that as well, obviously. So yeah, now I'm going to get on with all my stable stuff. So I have made a start at mucking Vossi's stable out. Half of me is thinking, do I want to bring these old shavings with me, or should I just start a whole bed fresh? I'm probably leaning more towards just start a whole bed fresh, to be honest with you, and leave these shavings here, just in case. I don't know, Mum might have a friend that boxes up and has her horse here for a few days for like fun for them, I don't know. While I'm standing here, I'm just thinking to myself, I cannot wait to have a break from the noise of the main road that we have running next to our stables. It is, unfortunately, we're really close to a hospital, and it is the main road that the ambulances use and the fire brigade use and the police use. So every form of alarm you can imagine is consistently going off up and down the road 24/7. And then we get speeding cars because there's no bumps or speed cameras, so of course cars are going like 100 mile an hour there, but like down there, backfiring, motorbikes backfiring. And then not only that, in some of my vlogs you must have seen this sort of building in the background and thought, what is that? No, it's not a prison. It's a water pumping station. And when I say it hums so loudly, it shakes my brain. Like, I have had to, you know, speak with them and ask for documentation about whether or not the sound of the humming is even legal, because it has caused me so many migraines due to the frequency of it. I don't know how it's legal, but anyway, we have to contend with that as well, and it is not pleasant. I'm obviously going to miss the fact that I currently spend 10 hours a day here, because I do have the luxury of just being able to whip inside and do my work when I'm working from home, and obviously come out and see Vossi whenever I want. So I don't have that luxury anymore. But when I think about the downsides, like the noise, for example, I'm very excited to be going to a lovely quiet part of where I live. So yeah, anyway, I am now just going to finish mucking out the stable. And then start packing my car up. Try and find where my parents are, because I do need to drag my dad along this morning, because he needs to help me put up my cameras and help me, you know, install some of the items that I've got. And then, yeah, I'm just going to finish mucking out now. Well, kiddos, it has been a Busy morning, I'd say, packing all my stuff. Stupidly, I didn't actually think I needed the silver trailer to take all the large stuff, like a couple of bags of shavings, wheelbarrow, hay game forager, skip buckets, water buckets, broom, fork and shovel for mucking out. So thankfully Mum said it was a good idea, because I've actually got my car rammed with stuff as well. So I think that's it. I'm gonna take the first load, and then my second load will be with Vossi on the back, with any other bits and bobs that I've forgotten. Okie dokes, so car's packed, the trailer's packed with all my stuff, which means it's now time to go to the stables and unload my first load of stuff and set up the stable for Vossi, who's going to come later on today. Okay, fast forward to the fact that we have just arrived to Vossi's new stables. Mum and Dad are obviously kindly helping. Dad's just installing the rear link camera. Let me show you a bit around his stable. So first of all, how freaking cool is this? So obviously a previous livery had someone create this cupboard in the corner. It's lockable, it's got a bridle rack there so I can hang my bridle up. It's got a saddle rack there, like I can put a padlock on it so it's like fully secure. It's just a lovely 12 by 12 stable. Vossi loves those metal bars, by the way. He's going to play with them with his nose because I've had a yard that's had them before. Dad's just kindly putting up the rug rack here, and Mum, bless her, is making my bed with some new Hunter Wood shavings and having a right good kick around with them. So just finishing off the bed, and then we can head to the paddock. Well, I think, guys, that's it. We've got my little area here with my little chest of drawers with all my boots and bits and bobs. I've got my rug rack so I can easily just leave a cotton sheet or his fly rug there. My fork, I need to find out where I need to put my fork and my stuff, but I've also got one of these saddle racks that you can just like lift up to put your saddle on to make it more convenient. Nameplates on the door. Fresh Hunter Wood shavings down, of course. Thank you, Hunter Wood shavings. He's got his hay gain in the corner, ready for his hay. Thank you, hay gain. He's got his water ready. I've got some bits and bobs in my back cupboard, like my grooming kit, my washing stuff for him. And then I'm going to flip the camera around and show you Vossi's view out of the stable. So he looks straight out onto all the paddocks here with all the ponies and horses in, and the car park as well, and part of the yard. So yeah, he's in a barn full of loads of other horses as well. So he's not by himself. He's got lots of company to keep him occupied. Oh, I forgot. Last but not least, of course, we have my rear link camera set up so I can keep an eye on Vossi, make sure he's okay, not being silly. Got the maintenance team behind me. We are now heading to Vossi's paddock because we're going to put up one of his Rio Link cameras in the paddock so I can keep an eye on him when he's out during the day, and God forbid if he's messing around or being silly, I can hop in the car, come up and bring him in. Just been setting up the stable, popping my rug rack up outside, popping new shavings in, giving it a bit of a spring clean. Yeah, it's lovely, I love it, I'm so happy. Been meeting some of the existing liveries here as well. So yeah, just getting on with the paddock stuff now. Got the Rio Link going up. Those of you who are probably questioning, isn't Vossi going to be able to get to it? This is all of his area to graze, but I'm going to get some electric fence and run it across the middle there with some handles. So he's actually going to be grazing along there, but the camera will still be able to get to that area there because of, obviously, you guys know it's got motion sensor. It moves up, down, left, right, which is ideal. So it's all set up with the solar panel. The sun rises over there, as Dad told me, because I had no idea. And yeah, ta-da! Whoopsie, we may have forgotten to add the antenna to the camera to make it work. So Dad's just adding that back on now. Mr. Know-it-all forgot the aerial, didn't you, Dad? Walked off, thinking he'd done a great job. Forgot to touch the aerial. Ta-da! So for those of you wondering, this is the Go PT Plus version, which means that it has a nano SIM. So what I do is I buy a SIM and pay monthly, and that's what gives me the data, because obviously we're in the middle of a field, there's no Wi-Fi. So for those of you interested and you want to also keep an eye on your horses in their paddocks, it is the Go PT Plus by Rio Link, and I highly recommend it because this is what I also have in his stable as well. It is a busy one, so I've just got back home to Vossi, brought him in from the field because it's hot, Just obviously I've unloaded one load of my stuff at my new stables. Now I'm literally going to hitch up the horse trailer, because obviously that's what I'm going to be taking Vossi with on my second journey today. I also stupidly forgot my feed bins to take in the silver trailer beforehand, so I'm going to have to put my feed bins in the side of the trailer that Vossi's obviously not on. And yeah, that should be it, I think. So I'm just hitching up now. So I've just finished having an ice cream and a cup of tea, and actually made myself a prawn cocktail as well, which was nice because there were some prawns in the fridge that needed eating. Definitely gonna miss being able to come and steal mum and dad's food when I'm here every day. So I'm not gonna be here anymore, so damn it. But yeah, just poo picking Vossi's paddock before obviously we make the move this afternoon. I kind of feel a little bit sad. It's so sad because it's so frustrating that all I literally want here is an arena to make it work, and then I wouldn't have to leave. But I'm trying to keep really positive about it and just think about the peace, the quiet, the arena that I'll have at this new yard. So just poo picking Vossi's paddock and then we can make the move. Hello you. Are you ready to go to your new home? Hey? Mummy's been very busy today setting up your new home. Hey, Papa. I think you're gonna like it very much. I think you are. Yes, I think you are. Hey, Bubs. Okie dokes, before we go, giving them the opportunity to say goodbye to each other. Say bye-bye, Ozzy. Bye-bye. See you soon, probably. I'm actually going to Spain for a week. So Mum said I can actually bring Vossi back for the week in August, so she can look after him for me, which was nice. So you'll probably see each other soon anyway. Right, come on, Voss, let's go. Well, that's Mr. Vossi packed and loaded. Got my feed bins, got my tyre and my filled water bucket, because Vossi likes to knock it over, which is so annoying. And yeah, so we can go. Yes. Guys, we've just made it to the yard. I'm so excited. Gonna get Vossi off now, get all my stuff unloaded, settle him in his stable. Just realised my stables is in the Chilterns. That's why it's so peaceful and country and dreamy and full of billionaire houses. The dream. We're in the Chilterns. I can officially say Vossi lives in a nicer place than I do. Jealous. So just taking Vossi off now. He always gets very excited when it comes to unloading him. Tends to be. Take your hay net down first. It's very quiet, isn't it, Vossi? You're not used to quiet, are you? You're used to carnage. It's not carnage here, is it? Good boy. Come here, darling. Come on, steady. Steady. Oh, wait. Good boy. Steady. That was unnecessarily chaotic. See the horses, Voss? Hey? Good boy. Good boy. They're all coming in soon, darling. Yes. Yes. Oh, Vossi's making himself at home already, I see. Are you making yourself at home already, Vossi? Yep, and the other side, please. Oh dear. Oh, and again, maybe? No. Thanks for helping today. Bye.
Your camera's in the car.
I saw it. Yeah, I'll take it home and charge it.
Put it in.
Yeah.
Plug it near the charger.
Yeah.
Right, it's got like a rubber thing on the end of the
Yeah.
cable. You need to push that in to stop water getting in.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. Bye. Bye. Aren't they good, taking the trailer home with them so I don't have to do it? At this point, I hopped in the school, and unfortunately, because I'm not at home anymore or mum doesn't come to arena highs with me, there was no one to film me, so I literally propped my phone up on a wing that was in the corner of the arena where all the jumps are kept, and I had a nice little walk, trot, canter on Voss this evening, and I thought I'd show a few snippets here. Not going to share lots in this video of me riding. In fact, I'm probably going to leave it here after a circle of canter here, just because that can be saved for another day's vlog. But here's a snippet of the school. Well, there goes the end of the day that I was very anxious about, because there's a lot to organise, moving stables and obviously making sure the horse is all settled. Bossy has settled so well. I honestly couldn't have wished for him to have settled any better. Obviously tomorrow's a different story because he's going out in his paddock for the first time, so I'm actually going to be coming up to turn him out in the morning at about 8 o'clock, see how he is in his paddock. All the horses around him are so chilled, so I'm hoping their chilled vibes are going to lay off onto him. I don't want him to be the ringleader of naughtiness at all. So I have actually already ridden him around the school, had a lovely ride this evening. The luxury of just being able to ride, hop off and pop your horse in the stable, I have just not felt that feeling for so long, and it is just amazing. So I gave him a hose off earlier, he's dried off because it's quite warm today, popped his cotton sheet on for tonight, hay foragers filled with soaked hay, he's got water, lovely big fresh Hunterwood shavings bed, and now I'm gonna head home and catch up on some sleep because it's gonna be another busy day tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye. As I was editing this vlog in bed, ready to go live, I did a quick check on Vossi to see how he was getting on in his stable for the first night at his new yard. Guys, my heart has well and truly melted. He is in deep relaxed sleep here in his bed. It's just turned 11 o'clock, and since having a reeling camera, I've learned Vossi's get down to sleep and lie in his shavings is around 11 o'clock. He is one hell of a happy boy.